Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. What is today? Is it Tuesday? Happy Tuesday to you. I hope you're having a fantastic day with you and your family. Obviously looking at Bitcoin once more, helping understand best practice, big picture. Really just going to take a look at how boring the price action is here and kind of go from there, see if there's any new signs from yesterday. So if you are new to the channel though, just know I love teaching people to trade. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCash.tech is a site. I've got a trading academy, community, and signal group. Well worth it, and I assure you that we have some phenomenal traders in our corner, essentially, because everyone's all learning and growing together. It's fantastic. So be sure to check that out. Furthermore, too, also use Bitget Exchange. Highly recommend that, too. It's my favorite exchange possible. They have a $10,000 prize pool monthly. Be sure to use that. And if you are in the United States, all you need to use is a VPN. ExpressVPN is the way to go, and it's my favorite as well. You can find my referral links in Discord, also in the link in the description below. I hope that you can find what works best for you. Take a look here at Bitcoin, though. It's really simple and straightforward. Whole lot of nothing. The meme, what is it? I was pulling this up here earlier. This whole thing here. Come on, do something. Come on, Bitcoin. You can do something. It's just kind of boring and sideways action for literally for the last 6 days straight. We've had nothing but price action in the 16,800 range, upwards of 17,000. And we got a lucky candle wick yesterday up about 17.4. So again, not that great here from Bitcoin. So let's see if there's anything that's changed since yesterday. Truth is, we're still below 50 on the RSI. I wouldn't say it's a bearish sign, but it's definitely not bullish at all. Okay. Again, getting rejected there at that level, so to speak, is essentially what's happening. We're also losing momentum here on the MACD. So the moving average convergence divergence is effectively it's still converging, for lack of better terms, but it's not creating more momentum. So this is a momentous indicator, kind of letting you know that that push to the upside is slowing down. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. But of course, we got this type of unique type of pattern here. We got kind of a pendant pattern, if you will. It's a bit of a stretch, though. I prefer not to even consider that. Not much of a pattern, just mostly stuck on stupid here, going sideways, right? So once more, Bitcoin, come on, do something. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hour and see what's going on. So if we take a look at the 4 hour, not a heck of a lot to extract here in the last 12 to 24 hours. Pretty much just all stuck in between 16.8 and 17,100. So pretty much just a small little range there. We took some minor profits yesterday on a spot. Didn't get filled on our futures, but we did, of course, get our entry now. So we're pretty much right at that average price. So not a lot's happening, honestly. It's just hard to anticipate what's going to happen next from Bitcoin. That being said, though, what we can look at is some moving averages here on the 4 hour, and we can see that this 200 is working its way down. Getting above the 200 would be very positive. If we could do that, it'd be great. Inevitably, that would be a bullish sign in the world of trading, essentially. And of course, also concurrent with that, that would put us up over 50 on the RSI, likely, if we were to continue to trend positively upwards there, closer to 17.5. But there's no doubt that we're going to face some resistance at 17,500 for a handful of reasons. Back over to the daily, we can see the Fibonacci circle right there is averaged out at 17.6, 17.5. We've got the most recent candle wick up, basically telling us that's a rejection point as well. And then, of course, if I recall correctly, the 50-day sub-moving average is coming down to meet that level. So we can see the 50-day SMA, it's working its way down. That'll kind of come to a head here. So again, getting above all of that would be an extremely important step. I want to be above the 50-day SMA before we have any kind of bullish indication. If you can kind of see here previously, when we got above the 50-day SMA, we were all well and good until FTX hit the reset button. Okay, so again, just got to get back up over that 50. I think we're going to be in better shape, but for now, we can expect the price action to be kind of just stupidly sideways for a while. All right, just kind of the only way to look at it. 1 hour here, we can kind of see that we are, if I recall correctly, at the cloud, we are kind of, the conversion line is still below the baseline. Lagging span's intersecting with price action here, so that really implies that you might want to consider closing your short position if you have one open. It would make more sense to consider a long versus a short in that regard, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we need to go long, right? Again, tight profit targets, different story, but we are below the cloud and we're below the conversion line, so effectively telling us that we have a situation where the price action could continue lower, but it likely shouldn't. Okay, so again, we got a strong support here at 16,880, basically 16.9, and I think that's going to continue to hold, and we should be more likely to see an increase here. We have slightly more bullish indications than bearish in the overall sense of things, and that to me is more positive. Again, honestly, you could flip a coin at this point, and it could go either way. It's really no definitive direction. So again, I apologize to my community for not having a tremendous amount of signals, but honestly, there's not a lot of opportunity out there right now. Most of my notifications that I have set haven't been triggered at all. It's just kind of a dead market for the most part. And what we want to do is take a look quickly at the traditional markets, and here's something that's very, very good. And I forgot to highlight this initially. Bitcoin's going sideways for 5 days here. If you take a look at that, and if you take a look at, just say, NASDAQ, for example, the last 4 days has been going straight down. So traditional markets are down by almost about 4% over the last 4 trading days, whereas Bitcoin is actually just going sideways the entire time. So again, that to me is positive. We can kind of have that disconnect there from traditional markets, and Bitcoin goes up, traditional markets go down, then we're looking to be in good shape. Okay, so again, that's an absolute positive. Going right back to the 1 hour though, just kind of wrap things up here, we can kind of see that there's not much of a sequence of numbers. We came down to a 9, got overextended here, of course. We saw that, that's where we took entry as a community, hit our spot, but our futures didn't trigger. So again, we're kind of just stuck in this little range here. The likelihood of, again, further upside seems more likely to me. But again, there's not a lot of signs here telling us it wants to break upwards. Okay, or down for that matter. So again, best trade right now is no trade, honestly, at least when it comes to Bitcoin. Just kind of hang tight and wait for that to happen. For the most part though, we're not in dire straits by any stretch. I think the positive here is that we are still holding strong at the support level at 16,900, whereas traditional markets are losing pretty big right now. 2% down for traditional markets. That's a pretty big move. Normally Bitcoin would be down 5%. It's down by maybe 0.5%, right? Or not even that. We're pretty much breaking even here for today. So all in all, pretty darn good stuff in that sense, but again, not definitive in any direction whatsoever. So I'd just say kind of hang tight, hold on to your shirts, and wait for the next trade. All right, so again, hopefully that clarified some things for you. And again, if you're not part of my community, make sure you check that out. Again, cryptocash.tech is a site. In fact, I'll throw this up here really quick here to show you. We got some awesome traders here. Alexandru, of course, he's one of my admins. He does excellent work. He always hitting good shorts and longs. He's basing all of his trades off overextension for the most part. So he's one of our better day traders. We've also got Jimmy here, of course, coming to light. Been doing very well in the last couple of months. Here he's at about 96% gain on a 20x long from OP. So again, just an example of some of the things that you might see in our community. Above and beyond that, of course, I send out signals, but there's not a tremendous amount of signals to be sent out right now, just based on the simple fact that the market isn't really giving us a lot of open opportunities, at least for the swing trades that I like to take, right? Day trading, different story. There's a lot more opportunities there. I might dabble back into day trading soon, but again, not really something I'm super passionate about. All in all, either way you look at it, find the trading style that works best for you and make sure that you work within your own risk tolerance and don't let anyone else tell you what to do or how to do it. Obviously, you can learn as much as you can here and just take this and use it yourself. The whole point of this is to help educate you to be able to be self-sufficient eventually. I've taught a lot of people over the last couple of years how to become better traders, and it's really rewarding to see them graduate and move on. Of course, it kind of sucks when I leave the community, but it's also pretty awesome to know that they're doing well for themselves, and that's their full-time job now. All right, so again, this is my full-time job. I absolutely love it. It's an amazing thing. I would recommend staying consistent and learning the trade. It's really a great life. I might work an hour or two a day. So again, really cool stuff there. Be sure to check that out in your own time. Again, cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below. Use Bitget Exchange as well if you want to benefit. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.